Hey, I want to welcome you to our college tour series. I recently went and visited University of Washington, Bothell, to gain some perspective because it really has been more of our local school where kids are commuting from home in order to make it, of course, more cost effective because they don't have to pay room and board. But now they're making some changes that are trying to be more inclusive of having more of a traditional campus life. So what they've done is they have built, or I should say, they're in process of building is going to open up here in the fall of 2023, a brand new dormitory that's going to house 1,000 students. And right now the housing is more apartment style with 300 beds. So they're going to transfer everybody over into the new dormitories and then open it up for more. And the cool thing is that it's going to have a cafeteria and be more campus kind of incorporated with the rest of what you would see on a traditional college non-commuter campus. The other fun thing is that they are building a new STEM building on campus. So 1/3 of the students at UW Bothell are majoring in something science or STEM related. And reality is that a lot of students that don't get into University of Washington, Seattle will often consider going to University of Washington, Bothell, because you're also seeing that it is a significantly smaller school. So there's about a little less than 5,000 students on campus, which really lends it to more of that one-on-one opportunity. Their biggest class size is 200. So you definitely have more communication and connection with your professors, with more of that average class size being what students are used to at about 29 to 35. They also have a lot of really great support services. So if you are looking for career services and getting jobs on campus and all of that, that's available to you. But career services even supports students 4 years after they graduate from the university. So they're still with you that entire time, which is really fun. And every single class has a tutoring component. So whether it's going to be in the math lab or the writing lab, they have a whole schedule with all of the opportunities for students to go in and get support with a computer science class or calculus or journalism, and other students then that are doing that tutoring. So that's a great option as well for students that need additional support. UW Bothell also puts a high priority on mental health. They have 20 psych counselors on staff. So you get about, she said, 6 to 11 sessions per quarter that you can go utilize in regards to that support as well. Now, per typical, they have resident advisors get free room and board. So that is a great option if we're also looking at a way to be able to cut costs. University of Washington Bothell campus, that's my cat's tail, is about $32,000 a year for all inclusive with tuition, room and board, books, miscellaneous expenses. So really the only opportunity we typically have to bring that down is to consider doing something like being a tutor and having that job on campus, becoming a resident advisor, being able to apply for outside scholarships and those sorts of things as well. A few things in regards to the majors that is good to know. It's not like the Seattle campus where you have to get direct admit into computer science or some of those high profile programs or you don't get in. They do it based on a credit requirement. So if you've done Running Start or you're transferring in from community college directly into University of Washington Bothell, the more credits you have and have completed, like for computer science, they want 2 calculus, 2 programming, and 2 writing classes. And then the amount of credits you have determines when you get to apply directly to the computer science program. So it's kind of like on a rolling basis that students will start to do that based on where they're at within that profile. So that can also be a great option as if we don't get into when we're applying to University of Washington Bothell, we don't have to worry about getting direct admit into the computer science program. It can still be an opportunity once we get there. And they do have peer coaches that are assigned to freshmen and transfers to support you in your transition and making sure that you are accessing the resources and everything that you need. And they do have a good collaborative space where they have 3D printers, they have a Cricut, they've got a sewing machine, they've got buttons. You can do make giant 3D printed items. And Bothell, University of Washington Bothell provides all of the materials and tools, and they teach you how to use all of that. So if you want to do it for personal use or be able to do a project for school, it is a great resource space to be able to have. So University of Washington Bothell, actually a really great opportunity in regards to kind of having that smaller state school opportunity, have more of those connection access directly to resources, a little bit less competitive. So, and you're in kind of a little suburb area outside of Seattle. And if you hadn't really thought about it as an option, it could be a good fit for your student. And I hope you take a look at it.